Hello, and welcome to the Main Meal Weight Management Support, where we help each other reach and maintain our weight goals by tapping into joy and living our best lives in every moment. So, we're continuing on talking about choices. So, what happens when you have a bunch of choices and you don't know which one to choose? What do you do when you've got these options and you're just not sure which one's the best? Maybe there's only two choices, but you still don't know which one's the best. Have you ever agonized and then made a choice and then second guessed yourself after you made the choice? I think we all do that. So maybe you made a choice that seemed like a no brainer and then it turned out really bad. Those things can happen to us. And here's the deal, we just can't get it wrong. You can't get it wrong because every choice leads to information and every bit of information helps us make the next choice. So, how do we choose when we've got a decision to make? One of the things that I talk about over and over is paying attention to body feedback. We're so keyed in this culture to rational, to reasoning our way that we ignore the signals our bodies are giving us. Is your stomach tied up in knots? Are you constantly brow furrowed and eyes squinted? Do you have a headache? Your shoulders hurt. Does your face twitch? I mean, we these are extreme, but they happen. And when we're trying to make a choice, if we just pay attention to thinking about this choice and what do we feel like? Do we relax or do we tighten up? Think about the next choice. Do you relax or do you tighten up? Pay attention to our body signals. We can reason too. I mean, I'm not throwing that out. I'm not saying that's the wrong way to do it. We want to use every avenue available to us. We want to think about it rationally and see if we can figure out which one is better for us. But sometimes that doesn't always give us a clear winner. So, the other thing you can do leading up to a decision or when you've made a decision is pay attention to what goes on all around you. Does everything fall into place or does everything fall apart? If you're getting one roadblock after another, after another, after another, maybe it's time to take a look at that choice you made and see if it really is the best one for you. If you're sure it is, keep going. But when everything falls into place, how good does that feel? What is happening is you're finding out that your choice is aligned with your core values. It's aligned with your higher self. It's aligned with what you know is best for you. Use every tool available to you in making a choice. And this can be, if we want to relate it, I mean, I talk about everything except the food, right? But if we want to relate it to which food plan to use, which diet plan to go for, what type of exercise we might want to do, what changes we want to make to our body, how fast and how much. All of those things are choices that we have, and we have a multitude of choices available to us when we're thinking about those things. The biggest thing is that we choose from awareness, use all of the tools that are available to us, and remember we can't get it wrong. Every decision results in information, and that informs the next choice. We get do overs. Sure, some choices have bigger consequences than others, but we always get a do over. You always, always, always get to make another choice after the choice you just made. So join me every Wednesday around 10:30 a.m. Pacific. Remember, the most important word in the main meal weight management support is support. No matter what we're doing in our lives, what choices we're making, it's a game of solitaire, but it should never be played alone. See you next week. We're in this together.